Hello, this is Joe Lins, and thanks for tuning in. Stephanie isn't with me today. I'm flying solo. She is getting in shape, not physically because she's already in terrific physical condition, but she is back in New Jersey expanding her real estate knowledge and how to successfully run a real estate brokerage even better than how we're doing it as we are now. So, the topic today is going to be things to do on a rainy day. What's a good thing for a realtor to be doing on a rainy day? And, all of us in California, when the rain comes, it's like a huge event. And we've had quite a bit of rain here in the last couple of days. And what are we to do? Well, first thing you need to do is open the shades and let the light in and just appreciate the rain. Just appreciate it and check it out and enjoy it. The next thing is let's talk about making prospecting calls. Make at least 10 phone calls. Call your sphere of influence. Call your prospect list. Call the buyers that you were working with last year that, they got aced out of a couple of homes, weren't able to get their home, and they gave up, and now's a good time to get them back in the game and reach out to them and, help them out. Help them achieve their home buying goals. The next thing you want to do is update your client management system, your CRM. And there's several different tools for that, but what you want to do is just make sure you update your database and have a good database. Something that you can work with on a daily basis, that when you find yourself with nothing to do, you know who to call because you've got the folks in that base and grow it, and you got to treat that like a garden and weed out the ones that you don't want and add to it on a daily basis. The next thing you want to do is listen and subscribe to one or more of Joe and Stephanie's podcasts. You can do that and subscribe and go on to iTunes, and you can find us there. You can forward it off. You can share it but check us out. I think we're doing a great job. And the next thing you ought to do is write a blog. And if you need help doing that, we can assist, or you can find just Google how to write a blog, and spend some time doing that and become an author. And it doesn't have to be 14 pages. It doesn't have to be a dissertation like we did in college. The next thing is write and mail a minimum of 10 notes. Just who are you missing, and who needs a note, and who needs to hear from you, and who would like to go to their mailbox and get a note from you. Check that out and do that. That's another good one. The next thing is to update or set up a YouTube channel for all your virtual tours. Whenever you take a listing, you probably have virtual tours going on, and some of them are branded and some of them aren't, but you've got to be able to build that library in YouTube so that you can forward that off and have clients look at it and add that to your repertoire of what you're doing for your business and how you're driving more business to you. The next thing is update all your profiles. For example, go to your association of realtors. Make sure your profile is good on that. Make sure your email is correct, your phone number, your cell number. If you've had a fax machine that's no longer in use, get rid of that and just update those. Go to your state association, go to the national association and do that. Go to LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those accounts that you have, and just make sure that your profile is correct on that. And so often we forget about that. We don't do those things. And then somebody sends an email, I'm thinking about calling Joe, and they send an email and it's the wrong email address because I failed to update my database and my profiles. So make sure that you do a good job with that. The next thing you might want to do is design an email campaign. How would you do that? Use your CRM. If you have something that's proprietary to your firm, use that. And really design something that'll go out automatically for the next, 6 months, 6 weeks, whatever the case may be, whatever your time frame is. That's another good one. The next thing is review all the active listings on your multiple listing service. There's a lot of listings available these days, and are you aware of what's available? Not everyone has a sign out front. So check that out, and check out the city that you really work in and how you're doing that, and what's available in your city, and look at and just really take some time and educate yourself and just get totally entrenched back into this real estate business. Set an appointment to show property. Novel concept. But yeah, find somebody who said, I'm looking for a house, and you say, well, let me know when you find it, and you turn them over to whatever those aggregate sites are, and then you never hear from them, but that they're in a certain price range. While you're looking at the inventory, who do you know that would like to see that house? Give them a call and see if you can't get them in the car and show them the property. The next thing is, now's a great time to schedule an open house. If you don't have a listing that you can hold open, I'm sure somebody in your office has one. You can find one, or just take a look at the listing inventories. One of the guys in our office kind of searches for those vacant listings, those vacant properties. And he'll call the listing agent, and he has great success in holding those open for those folks. So that's a good idea as well. The next thing to do is watch a webinar regarding a new topic, something that you've wanted to learn about. Maybe you wanted to learn how to change a tire. Do a webinar on that. Maybe you want to learn how to hold a better open house. Maybe you want to do a better CMA. Maybe you'd like to learn more about probate. Maybe you'd like to learn more about just whatever it is that you want to learn more about. Do a webinar. Just Google that. Google what you want to do. You just Google, webinar about probates. The next thing is review your market reports. Our MLS has market reports, and they come out about the middle of the month, and they're on the front cover sheet. You can separate those into zip codes and cities, and those are great reports to look at and get good information instead of depending on, the newspaper or whatever you're reading or hearing. Really taking a look at those specific zip codes that you're interested in and where you do business. The next thing is check out the market snapshot, and this is more towards California. Check out your market snapshot on California Association of Realtors, CAR.org, and how to apply that to your farming activity. And now's also a good time to be meeting with your title reps, your lenders, your escrow officers, your home warranty folks, to really figure out how we can work that team together in making 2019 the best year you'll ever have. So with that, I think I've shared enough with you for today. Stephanie will be back with us next time. I want to thank you for tuning in and staying with us. And all I can say now is charge on.